Hello, everybody. Joey back here. Got some new glasses. I want to tell you a story today. It happened, 12, 13 years ago now, and it's a very earth shaking tale, although it may not seem like it to begin with. I was working at another college at the time, and I went from my apartment to my office, and I opened up my office, and the door swung open, and there was my office chair in two pieces. It was a regular office chair, and the top part that you sit on was just totally sheared off the bottom part, the base. Like there was no fixing this chair. It was just, it was done. And so I went to my boss and went to her boss and I said, "Can I get a new office chair?" And they hemmed and hawed for a while. I didn't understand that. I still don't understand that. I'm like, "I need an office chair." And so finally they said, "Go buy an office chair, just don't go too crazy." Okay, this was a Friday. So the next morning I got up early and went to one of these office stores. It really doesn't matter. And I said to the guy, "I need an office chair." And so he pointed me the right direction. He says, "We got a sale on a bunch of office chairs now." So I went and looked at the base model. And, it was a chair. You sat in it, and it could swivel back and forth. And I really wanted one with wheels, and so I went up to the next level, and they had a nice one that had wheels, and then I went up to the next level, and it had wheels and actual like armrest. Oh, that's nice. And so we've got, and so I was about to get that one, and the salesman comes up to me and he says, "I see you're looking at armchairs. We've got a great one on sale. It's the best one that we have." So I went and looked, and it was on sale, but it was still quite a bit of money. And so I sat in it, and it was leather and it had the massage feature. And I sat in it and he hit the massage feature, and oh my goodness, it was just pleasure, and my back wasn't hurting anymore. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice," and you could also heat up, and he did that. I'm like, "Oh, that's really nice. My lower back feels really good with this." And so I said, "You know what? I'm gonna get it." And so he's like, "Great." And so he gets the a model in a box and puts it in a cart for me, and I go, and it's early. It's like if they opened up, say at 9 o'clock, it's 9:10. I was there at 9. I picked the chair I wanted, and again on sale, but a little bit more than I probably should have spent, but I spent it. And so three people in front of me, and so I'm starting to get a little excited about this chair, right? Person checks out, two people in front of me, and I'm getting really, really excited. Like I'm singing songs to myself about my chair in my head, and got a smile on my face and a little, quickness to my step. And that person checks out, one person ahead of me, and I'm doing good. And I look around, and I hear, "Good morning, Joey. How are you today?" And I turn around, and it's the president of the university that I work at and went to. And there's a nice man, Dr. Hendricks, is his name, and had been there forever. He was there when I was a student. He actually came and spoke at my church when I was a student. He was also a minister. His first appointment was at a town very near mine. The man knows me. He knows where I've lived. We've met. And I'm like, "Good, Dr. Hendricks. How are you?" He's like, "I'm good." He goes, "You getting a chair?" I said, "Yes, sir, for my office. My other one broke." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's good." And he was waiting in line to ask them a question about a computer part or a new computer, something. It doesn't matter. And so it's finally my turn, and I go up there, and it's not scanning. And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, he's going to flip out." He's not gonna let me get this. It's over. And the guy's like, I'm sorry, it won't scan. It won't scan at all. It's not like not just scanning up the price that it's on sale. It's not scanning at all. And so he's asking for a price check and a manager. And like, if a hole had opened up, I would have gladly have jumped in. I'm like, it's over. He's gonna flip out over the price of this chair, even on sale. He's gonna flip out. And they the manager comes up and they're trying to put in the code for it. And at this point, I'm like, you could go over. Like, I can see the sign right now. Bring the sign over, or what have you. And then I hear, "Excuse me, young man," and it's Dr. Hendricks. And he goes, "This young man right here," indicating me, he goes, "works for the university that I am the president of. He works in housing. He has a very important job, one of the most important jobs for the university. This man is always on call. He's always got something going on. This is a chair for his office. He needs it. Every minute that we sit here, he is away from the college and away from important university business. Now, ring that chair up. If you have to ring it up for full price, ring it up for full price. And if his credit card won't cover it, mine will." And my mouth dropped open. And and then it rang up, bing. And he's like, "It looks like you got yourself a pretty good chair." And my card did cover it. And so I thanked him and hope he had a good day and a happy weekend. And went back, put my chair together. It worked perfectly. Now, fast forward a year and a half or more, maybe 2 years. I'm working in my office one day and typing something up. The chair is plugged in, but it's not on. And it feels like it's malfunctioning. Like I'm trying to hold on. I'm like, this thing is malfunctioning. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if it's malfunctioning hard, it's going to catch fire. I'm trying to hold on. It's shaking. And I'm trying to hold on. I'm like, it's going to malfunction. It's going to catch fire. The building's going to burn down. I'm going to be on CNN. And at this point, I'm wishing he had put it on his credit card. Turns out that for the first time in a long time, North Carolina was having an earthquake. So thankfully, I didn't have to be on CNN that night. But just a quick story about how a purchase of an office chair can be quite a humbling and a shocking experience, and a good experience. So that's just my story for today. Thank you so much for watching. Go and make it a great one.